Hi.
Dandavas Maharaj.
Hare Krishna, Hare Bol.
Haribol. Happy to see you.
Yes, you all also. So nice. What time is it there?
Here is 6 o'clock. No, 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Evening or morning? Evening?
Evening.
Evening. Okay. Jai. Have you had your prasad already? Dinner prasad?
Yes.
Yes.
We take prasada.
Okay.
Dandavat Maharaj.
Jai.
Dandavat.
Haribo, Dandavad, Sharagopa. You
Haribol,
shaved up today.
Yes, yes.
Jai. Very nice. You look very nice. Dandavad, Srimati Devi.
Dandava.
Dandavas Maharaj.
Haribo.
Haribo, nice to see.
Yes, you also. It's warm there today, it looks like, huh?
Yes, today is hot. We
Okay.
got some cold weather in the last weeks, like 0 degrees. Now it's 35 here.
Okay. Om Devi, Haribo, Dandavad.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandava.
Dandavas, devotos.
Dandavat Pranam.
Evo.
Dandavas Krishna Keshava.
Dandavat Prabhu.
Dandavas.
Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam. Dandavat Pranam.
Nice to see you.
It's nice to see all the devotees also. The Lord's grace.
Now Shanta Maharaj is not going to make it today. He's feeling a little tired, I think. You all tired him out.
Yes. Que ele Shanta Maharaj não se junte hoje. Yes, yes. He makes some collection and make walking a lot, no?
What's that?
He's walking a lot to get collections.
Oh, collection.
Yeah.
Yes. He said he was reading also some classes and collections and having to deal with the problems there also in the mutt. They're not cooperating so nicely. Some of those Nariha, Maharaj and others. Unfortunate.
How are you, Maharaj? You're feeling good?
Yeah, by your grace, I'm okay.
By your grace, Maharaj. Everybody is good.
Do you connect with Kanupriya, did he? Uma Devi? Have any contact with her?
Yes, Maharaj.
Yes.
Yes, Maharaj. Afternoon also you join the cooking class,
What happened?
cooking program.
Oh, they had the cooking class.
This
Okay.
afternoon.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, she's meeting.
Maybe she will join. Yeah.
She's meeting some opposition from there, from other devotees.
Uh-huh.
Do they bother you? They don't bother you, right? The other devotees don't bother you because of your connection with Shanta? Not so much.
Yeah, no problem, Maharaj. I don't mind.
Okay. They know better than to deal with
Yeah,
you.
Shant Maharaj told always teaching. Yeah. Yeah, yes. Krishna conscious, not to enforce something. Yeah. I don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Algunos devotos están, atacan como las fieras, como los chacales, en manada, se ponen de acuerdo. Por lo menos conmigo lo intentaron hacer, pero ya no les hice caso. Pero ellos hacen así, te escribe uno y al rato te empiezan a escribir 2 o 3 o 4 y a decir cosas, pero no nunca les he hecho caso. Pero ellos actúan así, no, como en manada, es como así, como hacen las hienas.
And as some devotees also write to me, Maharaj, you know, like these savage animals trying to attack me, saying things about Maharaj, but I prefer to ignore them. One writes something, then few days later, there is a lot writing the same thing to you. So I prefer to ignore like that. They act like a group.
Ah,
This is what Harinanda said.
I see. Yeah.
Maharaj.
Sometime
Yes.
I'm thinking they don't have proper intelligence of human being. They are doing so many crazy, saying so many crazy things. Just like Govinda Das, you know Govinda Das? Govinda from Navadvip, from Nishringapali, he's staying there now. He sent one picture, a video of Niriha Maharaj taking prasad with the other devotees. And someone said, that is not a happy occasion, because that is just propaganda Shanta Maharaj is putting. It is not real. That is only propaganda. Actually, they're trying to torture. They're trying to torture Niriha Maharaj and not giving him any freedom. So what to do? Their mind is thinking something. Hatred, full of hate. Full of hate. How can this be a devotional mentality? I don't understand. So hateful mood. In one place, I remember Acharya Maharaj put, the members of our family don't criticize. Haribo Zana Hare Krishna. Members of our family don't criticize others in the family. That is the definition of our family. Our family members means they don't criticize other members of the family. And then he said, and those who do criticize others, they are not members of our family. Our family is defined and that they don't criticize others in the family. That is the meaning of Rupanuga, follower of Rupa Goswami. They don't criticize. There's offense that's called Vaishnava Aparad, Vaishnava Ninda. That is the quality of a Vaishnava. So those who belong to the Rupanuga Dara, to the family of Rupanuga, Rupa Goswami, they don't criticize. But those who do criticize, then who are they? They are not in our family. They're not Vaishnava. If we can follow this one principle, we will understand. You'll understand Vaishnava. How can a Vaishnava who is cultivating Krishna consciousness think like that, to denigrate, to criticize another? You are trying to develop the consciousness, the awareness of Krishna everywhere. Then what does it mean that we are criticizing others? We're not remembering Krishna. That's all. So I know that Govinda Maharaj was very strict about this. Very strict. He did not like to, he said, how do we know who the other devotees are? Another person, we don't know who they really are. So much criticism was coming to Kishore Das Babaji and Jagannath Das Babaji, so many Babajis in our line. They were considered crazy people by the public because their behavior was not ordinary, like the ordinary persons. They were thinking always of Krishna and they didn't care for the outside, what other people taught. They would do many things that would be considered even irresponsible or improper, just to avoid, because they did not want to get popular appeal. They didn't want to have any popular appeal, so that people would not bother them with their materialistic wishes. Oh, you are a Babaji. I want this, I want that. Please bless me for this. Please bless me for that. All material desires. And they didn't want them to come because they were saintly persons. In India, they come and they ask so many boons, so many blessings from the saints for material gain. So in order to avoid that, they appeared like they were not saintly, that they were fallen, wretched. And then people would say, oh, who is that person, that crazy person? And then they could peacefully, then those saints could peacefully practice their Krishna consciousness without being bothered. Not a devotee, huh? Hare Krishna. So we want to come to that position where these others are not, we don't mind, let those others criticize what they want, do what they want. We don't want to be bothered with that. We want to develop a life of focus, concentration, meditation on Krishna through everything, through all our services, through our mind, through our chanting, whatever it may be, and be free of all that other non-Krishna engagement. That is the member of, that is who is the member of the Vaishnava family. Even there is criticism. Then when Rupa Goswami was being criticized that he is not the greatest scholar, he was told by some big pundit that he was not, that pundit was better than Rupa Goswami. Then Rupa Goswami said, yes, yes, you are better than me. I have no problem with that. Here, I will write a paper, even sign it, that you are better. So much detachment from name and fame and anything that has to do with this world and the eyes of this world. I don't mind if people don't want to honor what I'm saying. Who don't want to honor me, I'm not looking for that. We're not looking for honor. We're looking for Krishna to be recognized by the masses of people. That is not our main concern. Of course, we like respect to be there, so this way people will listen. We listen to the message of Mahaprabhu, but not particularly to our own importance. We want people to hear what Mahaprabhu has to offer. And if we have captured some of that by the grace of Mahaprabhu, then we'd like to give that also to them. But otherwise, it becomes a competition to who has Krishna and who doesn't have Krishna. And what to do with that? Anyhow.
Maharaj, can I translate here?
Oh,
I
I'm sorry. Yes.
No, I write it here.
You're writing?
Yes, yes. 1 minute. I think 2 minutes, actually, not 1, 2 minutes.
Okay.
Así, muchas veces yo pienso que esas personas no tienen la inteligencia de un ser humano. Están diciendo cosas tan tontas. Mira como, por ejemplo, Prabhu Govinda Das de Nrsimhapali hace un vídeo de Sripad Maharaj tomando prasada con los otros devotos. Y algunas personas están diciendo que eso no es verdad, que eso es una creación de Internet, que es solamente propaganda para hacer en la tortura a Nirya Maharaj, que no están dando a libertad a ello. Así, si tenemos nuestra mente llena de odio, ¿cómo podemos tener mentalidad devocional? Me recuerdo de Srila Maharaj diciendo una vez que nuestra familia, un miembro de nuestra familia, no critica a los otros de nuestra familia. Esta es una de las definiciones de la familia devocional. Un miembro no está criticando el otro, porque somos todos de la misma familia. Este es el significado de Rupa Nugadar, o sea, la línea de Rupa Goswami. Tenemos que tener cuidado con Vaishnava Ninda, Vaishnava Parada. Nosotros que somos de Rupa Nugadar, no debemos criticar a aquellos que están en nuestras familias. Las personas que lo hacen no son Vaishnavas que están criticando. Debemos comprender que nuestro objetivo es cultivar la conciencia de Krishna y no criticar a los otros. Nosotros queremos desenvolver una conciencia de Krishna en absolutamente todo. Por tanto, ¿cuál es la importancia de hacer críticas a las otras personas? Yo sé que Srila Govinda Maharaj tenía una mentalidad muy estricta sobre eso. Y decía que nosotros no podemos saber quién es la otra persona, no podemos juzgar así. Había tanto criticismo a Gorakshora Das Babadi Maharaj, Jagannatha Das Babadi Maharaj. Las personas comunes pensaban que eran locos porque tenían comportamientos no ordinarios. Así, ellos solo estaban enfocados en Krishna y no se importaban con eso. Incluso hacían algunas cosas que algunos consideraban como problemáticas para no ter personas siguiendo a ellos. Por ejemplo, si no hacen eso, en India es muy común que las personas van a pedir bênçãos a las personas santas, pedir cosas materiales y cosas así. Por eso hacían su disfarce de personas locas para no ser perturbados en su práctica devocional. Nosotros no queremos posición. Nosotros solo queremos desenvolver este servicio a Krishna. Entonces queremos una vida de meditación en Krishna, servicio a Krishna, nuestra mente focada en Krishna y cantar y hacer todo para Krishna. Si estamos criticando a alguien, nosotros estamos nos desviando de eso. Esto es ser un miembro de la familia Vaishnava. Rupa Goswami se fue criticado muchas veces porque decían que no era un gran erudito. Un pandita habló eso. Y Rupa Goswami respondió a él, sí, es verdad, yo puedo incluso asignar y escribir eso para usted. O sea, nosotros no tenemos apego a fama o nombre, cosas de ese mundo. Yo no me importo si las personas me dan honra o no. Yo no busco eso, yo solo busco por Krishna. Ser reconocido por las masas de personas no es nuestro objetivo. Seguro, es importante tener respeto para que las personas puedan escuchar la mensaje de Mahaprabhu, pero el respeto es a él, no a nosotros. Caso contrario, se torna una competición de quién tiene Krishna o no. Yes, Maharaj. Sorry.
Right. Okay. That was 2 minutes exactly. Krishna Kesava said. Very nice. All right.
De hecho,
So then Zana Didi, how are you? We haven't seen you in a while. Everything okay? Yes. We can't hear you.
Everything is okay.
Everything's okay. Good. All right, so let's have a kirtan. Who would like to lead? Sadhu-Gopal?
Maharaj, Nalini said that she would like to lead, if it's possible.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, it looks like everybody got their hair cut today.
Yeah, she cut her hair. She
She
saw
cut-
me shaving my hair yesterday.
I
Say,
see.
oh, I want to.
Como que é desapego?
She said she said that she was too much attached to her hair.
Good. Just in time for Janmashtami, huh? And Baladev's appearance.
E a tempo do Jamastan para o Baladeva também. Yeah.
sorry. Yes,
Hello?
yes. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Sri
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda
Nityananda
Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Shri Advaita Gadadhar
Gadadhara
Srivasadi
Srivasadi
Gaur Bhakta
Gaura Bhaktarunda
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
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 Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama
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 Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama
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 Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama
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 Rama Rama
Hare
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 Jaya Jaya Guru Deve Arati Ujvala Jaya Jaya
Jaya Jaya Guru Deva Arati Ujvala
Govardhana Pada Pite Bhuvana Mangala
Bhuvana Mangala
Shri Bhakti Sundara Deva Prabhu Shiromani Shri Bhakti
Sundara Deva Prabhu Shri Ramani
Goswami Govinda Jaya Anandera
Goswami Govindaya Ananda Kali
Ajano Lambita Buja Divya Kalevara
Ajano Lambita Boja Divya Kalavara
Ananta Pratibhavara Divya Gunadara
Ananta Pratibhavara Divya Gunadara
Gaura Krishna Janitava Abhinashwarupa
Gaura Krishna Janitava Abhina Swarupa
Samsara Tarite Ebe Shuddha Bhaktarupa
Samsara Tarite Ebe Suddha Bhakta Bhupa
Upanugadara Tumi Karahalokita
Rupano Gadara Tumi Karahalokita
Prabhakara Sama Prabha Bhuvana Vijita
Prabhakara Sama Prabha Bhuvana Vijita
Shuddha Bhakti Pracharite Toma Samanai
Shuddha Bhakti Pracharite Tuma Samanai
Akalanka Indujena Dayala Nitai
Indujena Dayala Nitaya
Ulasita Vishwabasi Lave Premadana
Ulasita Vishwavasi Tabe Premadana
Anandena Chiagahe Tavagunadana
Anandita Hore Tava Gunagana
Shtapila Ashrama Bahu Jagata Majare
Están leyendo ahí.
Siksara Prachare Chincha Chincha Veda Gyane Tumi Adhikari Sakala Samstaya Setva Sushidantadari
Sakalaya Salasha
Ichasita parikare tavali lastale
Nityasita parikare
tavali lastale
Hare
Achita pavana tumi dayara samira
Ashitya Bhavanarupi Karasavira
Sarvakarya suni puna satya sugambira
Sarvakari Satya Sugambira
Apurva lekhani dara Pragada panditya Apurva
Kanidara Radada Pandita
Yadahasya mishta basi Sushila kavitva
Sadahasya Pavati Sushila Kavita
Sadhu-Sanga Sadhanandi Sarala Vinai
Sadhu-Sanga Sadhanandi Sarala Vinai
Samajevata Shrestha Sarvatra Vijay
Sabhamadhyavata Sreshta Sarvatra Vijay
Gaudiya Gagane Tumi Acharya Bhaskara Gaudiya
Gaudiya Gagane Tumi Acharya Bhaskara
Nirantara Seva Priya Mishta Kantasvara
Nirantara Seva Priya Istakantara
Tomara Karuna Mage Trikala Vilashe
Tumhara karuna mage Trikala vilase
Gandharvika Giridhari Seva Matrashe
Gandharvika giridhari Seva matrahase
Kripa Koro He Prabhu Shri Gaura Prakasha Kripa
Karo Prabhu Sri Gaura Prakasha
Arachikarai Sadae Adamadasha
Arati Karoye Sadaye Hadamadasa
Kripa Koro He Prabhu Shri Gaura Prakasha
Karo Prabhu Sri Gaura Prakasha
Arachikarai Sadae Adamadasa
Arati Karoye Sadaye Hadamadasa
Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev
Jai Jai
Jaya Jaya
Gurudev,
Gurudev
Gurudev,
Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev, Jaya Jaya
Gurudev, 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 Gurudev.
Gurudev, Gurudev,
Dice agora Premanande.
Hari 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 Jai. We didn't know what you were chanting. You have to tell us.
Você nós não sabíamos que você ia cantar, você tem que avisar antes, né?
Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
All of a sudden. Anyhow.
Sri Guru Arati, page number 8, Maharaj.
Okay,
She sings that.
What is that? Is there some note?
Sri
Or
Guru
something?
Maharaj.
That one? Some note in the chat? Oh, somebody put it, huh?
Yeah, I put page number 8.
Thank you, thank you. Usually when we do kirtan, we mean only Hari Mahamantra, yes. The Gauranga mantra, Mahamantra, and then Jai Gurudev and Nitai Gaur Haribol. And then we chant other artis or mantra bhajans, but it's okay. This is your practice, your daily practice. Chant Guru Arti also.
Sorry.
No need to be sorry. All Krishna, all glorification of the Supreme Lord. Krishna is happy, then we're happy. All right, page 38. Vandanam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Dham Sachivam Sadvaitam Sadvadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sakanvitam Saha Om Aganati Mirandasya Yaranjana Salakaya Chakshurunritam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Puja Shri Guru Bhargavandita Mahabhava-vitaya Sada Purva Parya Parampara Prachalita Pragya Purte Krite Bhakti Nirmala Nirjarhasya Nivitam Samrakshakam Sadaram Vande Shri Guru Devam Ananta Shira Acharyam Vidyam Gaurvabhista Sapurakam Guru Ganayar Ashisha Sabusitam Chintya Samasta Vedani Punam Shri Rupa Patananugam Govinda Bidam Malam Varatanum Bhaktianvitam Sundaram Vande Vishwagurun Chadivya Bhagavat Premno Himita Pradam Devam Divyatanam Suchandavatanam Balarka Chelan Sitam Sandranandapuram Sarikaparanam Vairagya Vidya Buddhi Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Varam Vande Tam Subhadam Madeka Sharanam Yashishwaram Sridharam Sri Siddhanta Saraswati Vidito Gaudiya Gaurvanai
One way.
Pato Manavira
So
Bhaktagadane
Maria Prabhata
Yogora
Shri
Sankirtanaya
Gaura Sankirtanaya
Mayavada Timlodaradara
Timigaladara
Uditya Jivaniman
Nanda
Krishna Prema
Prema
Sadasakam
Saraswati
Radha Prabhum
Jagate
Tambaje
Tam Tam Bhaje
Namo Gaur
Namo
Kishoraya
Gaura Kishoraya
Bhaktavadutam
Vedanta
Murtaye
Murtaye
Gaurangri
Gaura
Padma
Hari Padma
Radha
Vindaya
Bhavani
Bhavani
Se
Sevane
Vande Bhakti Vinodam
Bhakti
Sri
Vinodam
Gaura
Sri
Shakti
Gaura Shakti
Swarupakam Bhakti
Sarupakam
Shashragya
Shri
Samrajam
Sasrajya Samrajam
Radha Rasa
Rasa
Sudani
Sudanidim
Gora Vraja Sita Shri
Gura Rajas Ishwar
Vaishnavaya
Vande
Vandeya
Vigraham
Jagannatha Prabhu
Jagannatha
Vande
Prabhu Vande
Hemabdimbrita Vaishnava
Vaishnavam
Vanchakalpa Tarubhyascha
Chakaru Bhavascha
Kripa Sindhu Bevacha
Devacha
Patipavam Pavanebhyo
Patidana
Vaishnavebhyo
Pavanebhyo
Namo Namah
Vaishnavebhyo Namo
Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam
Tatvakam
Bhakta
Krishnam
Rupa
Rupa
Sarupakam
Sarupa Sarukam
Bhaktavataram
Bhaktaram
Bhaktakyam
Bhaktaram
Namami Bhakti
Mami
Satyakam
Bhakta Satim
Namo Mahavadanyaya
Navadanyaya
Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna
Krishnaya
Chaitanya
Krishna Chaitanya
Namne Gaurati
Namne Gaurati
Namaha
Namaha
Jayatam Surato
Yato
Pandor
Pandharma
Mamamanda Matergati Matsarvasva Priyanvadaram
Sarvapram
Radhamadana Mohano Divyad Vrindaranyaka Srimad Radharasya Sri Gandharva Praise the Levi, Savior Manas Smarani, Sriman Rasa Rasarambi,
Rasambam
Pangsivata Tatastita,
Sita Tata Siddha
Karshan Venu
Nahan
Sahare
Karsan Venu
Gopi, Gopinath
Gopi
Saraswati
Yasna
Vrindayai Tulsi
Tulasi
Devai, Priyayai
Devaya
Keshavashrita,
Sarasita
Krishna Bhakti Pradideti, Satyavachai Namo Namaha, Attanatva
Anatva
Mantra
Mantra Gurun
Gurun
Guru
Bhagavatar
Bhagavata
Tadam
Tadam
Vyasan Jagat Guru
Vyasanjana Guru
Natvam
Natvam
Tato Jayam Udiraye
Kirate
Jai Saparika Shri Shri Guru Gauranga
Sri
Gandharva
Sri Guru
Gopika Sundar
Gauranga
Pada
Gandharva
Padmanam
Govinda Sundara
Jayastu
Pada Padma
Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Krishna
Prabhu
Chaitanya
Nityananda
Prabhu Nityananda
Shri Advaita Gadadha Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gumar, Srila Gurudev, Srila Acharya Dev ki jai. Jai Giri Govardhana ki jai. Jai Samaveda Bhaktivinda ki jai. Jai all glories to all those assembled devotees. Jai all glories to the worldwide devotees. Jai Go Premanandi. Hari 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 Bo. Jai Hare Krishna. Okay.
Jai Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj ki jai.
And Yasomati Nandan, page 16, huh? Page 16.
¿Qué era? 18. Sí, la 18.
What, Davey?
Yasomati Nandana Rajavara Nagara Gokula Ranjanakana
Yasomati Nandana Rajabara Nagara Gokula Ranjanakana.
Yasomati Nandana Rajavara Nagara Gokula Ranjanakana
Yasomati Nandana Rajabara Nagara Gokula Ranjanakana.
Gopi Paranadana Madana Manohara Kaliyada Manavidana
Gopi Paranadana Madana Manohara Kaliya Damona Vidana.
Amala Harinam Hamiya Vilasa
Amala Harinam Hamiya Vilasa.
Amala Harinam Hamiya Vilasa
Amala Harinam Hamiya Vilasa.
Vipina Purandara Navina Nagaravara Vamshivadana Suvasa
Vipina Purandara Navina Nagaravara Sivadana Subhasa.
Rajajana Palana Surakulana Sana Nanda Godana Rakutala
Rajajana Palana Surakula Nasana Nanda Gopala
Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara Sundara Nanda Gopala
Govinda Madhava Namanita Taskara Sundarananda Gopala.
Yamuna Tatachara Gopi Vasanahara Rasa Rasika Krupamaya
Yamuna Tatachara Gopi Vasanahara Rasarasika Kripamaya.
Radha Vallabha Rundavana Natavara Bhakti Vinoda Hasraya
Sri Radha Vallabha Vrindavanatavara Bhakti Vinodasraya.
Yasomati Nandana Rajavara Nagara Gokula Ranjana Kana
Yasomati Nandana Rajavaranagar Gokula
Gopi Paranadana Madana Manohara Kaliya Damana Vidana
Gopi Paranadana Madana Manohara
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva
Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva.
Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva
Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Chandra Hari Hari Bol
Hare Krishna. Sana, would you like to read the
Yeah.
English?
Yes, Maharaj. Sri Krishna, who is known as Khan, is Yasoda's darling. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Is Yasoda's darling son, Raja's paramour, Gokula's delight, the gossip's life and wealth, the enchanter of Cupid, and the conqueror of Kaliya. His names and nectarian pastimes are all transcendental. He is the king of Raja's forest and the best of young paramours. He beautifully plays the flute. He is the guardian of Raja's residence, the destroyer of the demons, and the keeper of Nanda's cows. He is known as Govinda, he who nourishes the cows, senses, Vedas, and world, and Madhava, Sri Radha's consort. He is Nanda's beautiful cowherd boy and Avada's thief. He is a spy of the Yamuna's banks and the stealer of the Gopis' garments. He is the relisher of the Rasalita and the embodiment of mercy. He is Sri Radha's beloved, Vrindavan's great dancer, and Bhakti Vinod's shelter.
Right. In the Krishna book, you may not know, Zana, that these books, these pastimes are written in the Krishna book. Prabhupada has composed one book, Krishna book, from the Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, and he describes these different pastimes that are mentioned in this song.
Mhm.
So to get familiar with that, you will have to read that book, and they will give you all the details of these pastimes of Krishna with his devotees. Maybe, I don't know if that's in digital form. I'm sure it is. But Krishna Keshava, you can see if you can send that to Zana, if she likes to read that. All right. Which song is about Baladev? Does anyone know?
¿Alguien conoce una canción que se hable de Baladeva?
I don't remember one exactly, so maybe we'll, what is that? We'll have to read Nitai's song, page 65.
Página 65, la canción Nitai, Prabhu. Nitai Pada Kamala, Kotichandra Sushitala.
Yes. That's about everybody.
Page number 65, Maharaj.
65, Nitai Pada Kamalam. Hari Ananda.
Nitai Pada Kamala, Kotichandra Sushitala, Yechaya Yagata Yuda.
Nitai Pada Kamala.
Kotichandra Sushitala.
Yechaya Jagata
Judaya.
dinevai, Radha Krishna poltenai, Dirhakori darunitai rapaya.
Enanitai Vinevai, Radha Krishna Vaitenai, Didakori Dharanitai Rai.
Sheshambandana hiyara, Mitajama gelotara, Sepasu vagodura shara.
Se Sambandana Hiya, Vipajanana Se Pashu Paradura Chara.
Nitana volilo muke, Mailo samsara suke, Vidai kule ki korive dara.
Nitai Nabalila Muke Majila Samsara Suke Vidya Kule Ikari Vitara.
Ahankare mata haino, Nitai pada pasarillo, Asadere satya kori mani.
Ahankara Mataina Nitai Para.
Nitaye koruna hoive, Majaraja Krishna hoive, Daronitai yera sharana dukani.
Nitai
Karuna Have
Rajarada Krishna Bhave Puranitai Karanadurani.
Nitaye sharana satya, Tahara seva kanitya, Nitai pada sada koro asa.
Nitai
Nitya
Satya
Satya
Tahara Seva Nitya Nitai Pada
Narotamo Buduki, Nitan Mure Korosuki, Ragoranga Sharanera Pasa.
Narotama Badaduki Nitai Mora Karasuki Ragaranga Sharanera Pasa. Anytime. Nitai Gaura Haribo 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 Nitai Gaura
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru
Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva.
Haribo, Jai Nitai Ki Jai, Jai Baladev Ki
Jai,
Jai.
Jai.
Tony is here. Hare Krishna, Tony. And then Gaurvastakam, page 45. I think that I would like to say.
Página 45, Guru Vastakam.
You do? Okay, Krishna Keshava.
Samsaradhava nalalita loka tranaya karunya gana ganatvam
Samsara Dava Nalalida
Pranaya
Anaya Karunya Ganatvam
praptasya kalyana gunarnavasya vande guru shri charanaravinda
Raptasya Nagunanavasya Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda
Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindaam. Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindaam.
Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda
Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nritya Gita Varitramadyan Manasurasena.
Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nitya Gita Vaditya Manya Manasura Sena
Romanchakampa Srutaranga Bhajo Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindaam.
Romanchakampa Rutaranga Bhajo Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda
Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindaam. Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindaam.
Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda
Shri Vigrahara Dhanna Nityanana Shingaratan Mandira Majanada.
Shri Vigrahara Dhananityanana Sringaratan Mandira Marjanado
Yuktasya Bhaktams Chani Yunjatopi Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindaam.
Yuktasya Bhaktan Janimanjatopi Vande Guru Sri Charanaravindaam
Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindaam. Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindaam.
Vande Guru Sri Charanaravindaam Vande Guru Sri Charanaravindaam
Chaturvidha Shri Bhagavat Prasada Svadavantriptan Hari Bhakta Sangan.
Chaturvida Shri
Bhagavat Prasada Madhana Triptan Hari Bhakta Sangha
Kritvaiva Triptim Bhajata Sadaiva Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindaam.
Vitvaiva Triptim Bhajata Sadaiva Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam.
Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam. Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam.
Vande Guru Sri
Charanarvindam.
Charanarvindam. Vande Guru
Vande
Sri
Guru Sri
Charanarvindam.
Shri Radhika Madhava Para Madhurya Lila Guna Rupa Nam Nam.
Sri Radhika Madhaviyor Para Madhurya Lila Gunarupanam.
Pratiksha Svadanana Lolupasya Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam.
Pratikshana Swadana Lolupasya Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam.
Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam. Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam.
Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam. Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam.
Nikunjayuno Ratikele Siddhair Yayali Bir Yuktir Apekshaniya.
Nikunjayo Radhikali Siddhair Yayali Biyo Tirapesaniya.
Tatrati Daksha Dati Bhalabhasya Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam.
Tatradi Daksharati Balabhasya Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam.
Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam. Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam.
Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam. Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam.
Takshadharit Vena Shamasta Shastra Uktastata Bhavyata Eva Sadbi.
Sakshadhari Vena Samasta Shastra Uktastata Bhavyate Vasadvi.
Kintu Prabhurya Priya Eva Tasya Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam.
Kintu Prabhoya Priyeva Tasya Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam.
Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam. Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam.
Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam. Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam.
Yasya Prasadat Bhagavat Prasado Yasya Prasada Nagita Kutopi.
Yasya Prasada Bhagavat Prasada Yasya Prasada Nagati Kutopi.
Jayam Stubham Stasya Yasastri Sandhyam Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam.
Jayam Subham Sasya Yasasri Sanyam Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam.
Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam. Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam.
Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam. Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam.
Srimad Gurastakam Taruchaye Brahme Muhurte Patati Prayatnat.
Srimad
Srimad
Gururastangame
Gururastangame
Taruche Brahme
Taruche
Muhurte Padati
Brahmamuhurte
Prayatna
Jnana.
Yasthena Vrindavananata Sakshat Sevai Bhalabhya Janusnita Eva.
Yastena Vrinda Vananata Saksha Devai Balabhya Janusudeva.
Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam.
Vande
Guru
Guru
Shri
Shri
Charanarvindam.
Charanarvindam.
Vande
Vande
Guru
Guru Shri
Shri
Charanarvindam.
Charanarvindam.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jai Jai
Jaya
Gurudev,
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 Gurudev, Jaya
Gurudev,
Jaya
Jai Jai
Gurudev.
Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev, Nitai Gora Haribo.
Oh.
Page 58.
58 del libro pequeño. O Rei Vaishnava Thakura.
Ah, Shamaguri, would you like to sing?
Gostaria de cantar?
Sì, non sei su sì, anche per
Gracias.
Ah, aí sim.
Grazie.
Your grace. Thank you.
O Rei Vaishnava Thakura, Doyara Sagara, Idase Karuna Kori.
Hey
Vaishnava
Vaishnava Thakura,
Thakura,
Dayara
Dayara
Sagara,
Sagara,
Idase
Karuna
Kori.
Diapada Chaya, Shoda Hemaya, Tomara Charana Dari.
Tiya Pada Chaya,
Pada Chaya,
Shodaya
Amaye, Tomara
Charanadari.
Charanadari.
Chaya Vegadami, Chaya Dosha Shodhi, Chaya Guna Dehadase.
Chaya Vegadami,
Jaya
Jaya
Dosha
Dosha
Shodhi,
Shodhi, Jaya
Jaya
Guna
Guna
Dehodase.
Dehadase.
Chaya sat-sanga, deha hai amare, você te sangere ase.
Jaya
Jaya
Satsanga,
Satsanga,
Dehaye Amare,
Amare, você
Sati
te
Sangira
sangue
Ekaki amara, nahi pai bala, harinama sankirtane.
Ekaki
Ekaki
Amara,
amara,
Nahi Pai
Nahipaya
Bala,
Vala,
Harinama
Harinama
Sankirtana.
Sankirtane.
Tu me kripa kore, Shraddha bindu dia, Deha Krishna namadane.
Tumi
Kari,
Shraddha Bindu
Dudiya,
Diya,
Deha
Deha
Krishna
Krishna
Namadane.
Namadane.
Krishna se tomara, Krishna dite para, tomara sakatiache.
Krishna
Krishna
se
se
tumara,
tumara, Krishna
Krishna
dite
dite
para,
para,
tumara
tumara
sakoti hache.
Amito Kangala, Krishna Krishna Bali, Daitava Pache Pache.
Amito
Amita Kangala,
Kangala,
Krishna
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 Boli,
Boli,
Daitava
Daitava
Daitavo
Pachi
Pache
Pache.
Amida Itava Pache Pache.
Amida
Amida
Itava Pachi
Pache Pache.
Pache.
Anapabasi Daitava Pache Pache.
Krishna Daitava Pache Pache.
Tu mi dile Krishna dite para.
Tu mi dile Krishna dite para.
Krishna tomara hridayadam, tu mi dilyo dite para.
Krishna
Krishna
Tomara De Para.
Dite Paro.
Krishna deva shakti dara, tu mi dilyo dite paro.
Krishna Deva Shakti Dara Medi Leo Dite Para.
Jaya Vaishnava Thakur, Jaya Vaishnava Thakur, Jaya Vaishnava Thakur, Jaya Vaishnava Thakur.
Jaya
Jaya
Vaishnava
Vaishnava
Thakur,
Thakur, Jaya Vaishnava Thakur, Vaishnava Thakur, Jaya Vaishnava Thakur.
Jayo Vaishnava Thakur, Jayo Vaishnava Thakur, Jayo Vaishnava Thakur, Jayo Vaishnava Thakur.
Jaya
Jaya
Vaishnava
Vaishnava
Thakur.
Thakur,
Vaishnava
Jaya
Thakur.
Vaishnava Thakur, Vaishnava Thakur, Jaya Vaishnava Thakur.
Jai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol.
Nitai
Jai Gaura Hari Bol,
Hari
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari
Nitai
Bol.
Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura
Jai
Hari
Gaura Hari
Bol.
Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari
Jai
Bol.
Gaura
Hari
Hari Bol,
Hari
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 Bol, Hari
Bol.
Bol, Jai Gaura Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Jai
Hari
Gaura Hari
Hari
Bol,
Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Jai Gaura Hari
Hari Hari Hari
Bol.
Bol. Hare Krishna. Jai, thank you. Then page 165.
165 del pequeño.
Hariharaya Namah Krishna.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Who would like to say?
Srimati said she would like Maharaj, if it's possible.
Okay, very nice. Evil.
Hari Harai Nama Krishna Jadavaya Namaha.
Hari
Hare
Hari
Haraya Nama Krishna
Jadavaya
Jadavaya
Namaha.
Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya
Madhavaya
Keshavaya
Keshavaya
Namaha.
Namaha.
Gopala Govindaram Shri Madhusudhana.
Gopala Govindaram Sri Madhusudana.
Giridhari Gopinatha Madana Mohana.
Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohana.
Mohana.
Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra.
Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra.
Adhadara Shri Vasaji Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Rupa Sanatana Bhatara Gunatha.
Jaya Rupa Sanatana Bhattara Guna.
Shri Jiva Gopala Bhata Dasara Gunatha.
Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasara Guna.
Echai Gosani Kari Charana Vandana.
Echai Goshan Gauri Charana Vandana.
Jahat Vignanas Abhishta Purana.
Yahai Vindana Abhishta Purana.
Echai Gosani Jara Munitara Dasa.
Echai
Dasa Bara Padare Numora Panchagrasa.
Dasabara Padurenu Mora Panchagrasa.
Tadera Charani Sevi Bhaktasani Vasa.
Tandara Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanivasa.
Janame Mora Ei Abhilasa.
Janame Mora Abhilasa.
Echai Gosani Jabi Vraje Koila Vasa.
Echai Goshan Yabe Vraja Koile Vasa.
Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Karela Prakasa.
Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Korila Prakasha.
Anandi Bala Hari Bhaja Vrindavana.
Ananda Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavana.
Sri Guru Vaishnava Padi Majaya Mana.
Sri Guru Vaishnava Pade Majai Amana.
Sri Guru Vaishnava Pada Padma Kariyasa.
Sri Guru Vaishnava Padma Koriyasa.
Nama Sankirtana Narotama Dasa.
Hari Nama Sankirtana Koi Narottama Dasa.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol. Aye.
Ball.
Thank you, Srimati Didi. Nice spirit. Baladev. Baladev or Balaram is the first expansion, you know, is the first expansion of Krishna. They call it Sandini Shakti. The Sandini. Manifestation means, Sandini means the environment. So Krishna is not impersonal, huh? His environment is also, when we say Krishna, we include his environment. His environment and Krishna go together. There is no question of Krishna sitting out in outer space somewhere without any environment. We don't understand Krishna in that way. Are you translating as I go along, or how are you doing that?
Yes, Maharaj, I'm writing. Then I send to Haryananda.
Okay. So you want to tell him that much?
I can say that.
Okay.
If you want to say right now, I can say.
Yes, yes.
Entonces, Baladeva o Balarama es la primera expansión de lo Señor Krishna, también llamada de Sandini Shakti. Sandini significa el medio ambiente. Entonces, Krishna no es impersonal. Krishna incluye su medio ambiente. No existe la concepción que Krishna está solo y una silla en el medio del espacio sideral, cosas así. Nosotros no comprendemos Krishna así.
Some people think Krishna means only Krishna in his threefold bending form. But no, there is no such thing. That Krishna is called actually Vasudeva. Krishna alone by himself. That's another expansion, Vasudeva. Another idea of Krishna. But Krishna actually means Krishna, his environment, and his associates. If you want to speak of king, a king by himself, there's nothing like that in reality. There's no such thing as a king all by himself. King means he has his kingdom, and he has his subjects, and he has his queen, and he has his army, and so forth. That is king. King by himself has no meaning. King. You can call that thing anything. You can call it. The same way Krishna means Krishna and his environment, his Dham, and his associates, and his queen, Radharani, and the gopis, and the cowherd boys, and the cows, etc. That is Krishna. Understand? Full of differentiation, full of variety, full of rasa, full of joy. So don't think Krishna is just some kind of something by itself. Only out in, like I say, outer space or whatever. That's a mental idea, mental concoction. Go ahead.
Algunas personas piensan que Krishna significa él en su forma ternaria, pero él solo se llama Vasudeva, que es otra expansión. La idea de Krishna incluye Krishna con su ambiente y sus asociados. Por ejemplo, si tú estás hablando de un rey, no existe algo como un rey solo. El rey significa que tiene su reino, sus servitores, su reina y todas las cosas. La palabra rey, sin su parafernalia, su ambiente, no tiene significado ninguno. Similarmente, Krishna significa ello con su dama, asociados, vaqueros, gopis y su reina Radharani. Ese es Krishna, pleno en variedad, raza, felicidad. Entonces, no es correcto pensar que Krishna es algo solo, alguien solo en el medio del espacio sideral. Eso es solamente una especulación mental.
So when you pray to Krishna, who are you praying to? What are you praying to? Yes, Krishna is a person, an individual person. But really, we want to enter into that world of Krishna, his abode, his devotees. That is not just praying like one individual to another. We are praying to enter that kingdom. Those pastimes of the Lord, in which we have an insignificant part, servant, but it is not that we are looking for some kind of one-to-one relationship. Some may be looking for that, but it is not the right idea. We are servants of that plane, that realm, Goloka, the whole thing. We belong to that world. And that world can be entered by developing love. The substance of that world is sweetness and beauty and charm and love. That world can be entered when our heart has become infused with those qualities and attracted to those qualities. And by the grace of that higher plane, of an agent from that higher plane, our hearts can be transformed by that love. Then we can enter there. And that's what we mean by Krishna consciousness. Not only Krishna, but to become conscious of the whole arena, whole sphere that permeates that plane. That's all. Krishna is asking us for that, Krishna Prem, to develop love of God. And you can't do that if you remain critical of so many different people in your environment. Whole heart has to be transformed by love, affection, and kindness, and sweetness. And then we can have a chance, by the grace of Guru and Vaishnavas, by the association, by their kindness toward us, and help from them, encourage us in that way, transform our character, transform our heart. Then we may be lifted up into that world and be able to live there. But we have to try to understand, and we have to try to listen, and we have to try to serve that higher plane and transform our lives. Transform our lives so that we are suitable candidates for that world. And that's what we are doing. That's what our Bhakti Yoga is about. To live in that world. Not something you have to do, study, learn about. That's also valuable. But really we want to live there, and we want to submit ourselves in service to that plane. And that simply takes Sharanagati or surrender. Not so much knowledge is required. It is a living life, a living truth, an organic truth. So you can't approach it just by one way, one mode of our ever energy, one method. Something we have to submit to entirely, submit our life to. And somehow or other, when we receive the favor of the Lord and we are deemed a proper candidate, a proper person for that plane, then we can enter there. We can be a granted entrance there, I should say. But not as a ruffian, a difficult, agitated person or whatever. We want to go there as welcome members of that world. That's our real home. That's where we find real satisfaction. That's where we will find our real life. The life of perfect fulfillment we will find in that plane. And this is what Shastra and Guru and the Acharyas, everyone, the sadhus, this is what they are explaining to us. This is what they are encouraging us to try to achieve. Who doesn't want that kind of world? Where there is love, affection, where there's not competition, cutthroat behavior, but all are sweet, all are loving, all are kind to us, and we are to them also. Everyone has the intelligence to understand. That kind of world is is a worthy goal to search for. That kind of world. So very important to understand that Krishna is not only by himself. Krishna means everything is there. And his Dham is not different from him. His associates are not different from him. They're different, but they are also connected with him in a unity of affection and love. And everything is like that. In this spiritual world, everything reminds us of Krishna. It's called Chintamani Dham. Sorry, Jada Krishna Prabhu, you want to say?
No, you can continue, Maharaj. I'm writing. No problem.
Okay. I think you better say too much. I'm giving you.
Ok. Así, ¿para quién estamos hablando cuando estamos rezando a Krishna? Nosotros queremos entrar en este reino como un servidor. Nosotros no queremos tener un relacionamiento de uno para uno con el Señor Supremo, de iguales. Nosotros tenemos partes en pequeños pasatiempos, pero como posiciones insignificantes de servos, no de un relacionamiento de uno para uno. Tal vez puede ser que algunas personas deseen este relacionamiento de uno para uno, pero no es la concepción más adecuada. Nosotros somos servos de este plano, de Goloka, de la cosa entera. Nosotros pertenecemos en realidad a ese mundo. Y la única manera de entrar en este mundo es a través del amor, pues la substancia de este mundo es la belleza, la dulzura y lo amor. Este mundo tú solo puedes entrar en este mundo cuando tu corazón se torna lleno de estas cualidades. De la gracia de este plano superior y de la gente de este plano superior, nuestros corazones pueden se cambiar, así como nuestro carácter. Por eso, cuando estamos hablando de conciencia de Krishna, no estamos solamente hablando de Krishna, pero también de todo que permea aquel plano. Si estamos nosotros criticando el ambiente, nosotros tenemos que comprender que nuestro corazón tiene que se transformar, cambiar en dulzura, que tal vez por la gracia del Maestro y del Vaishnava, a través de su misericordia y de ayuda de ellos en darnos incentivo para continuar así, possamos transformar nuestro corazón y carácter. Y así quizás nosotros podemos llegar hasta este mundo para vivir allá. Pero tenemos que tentar eso. Tenemos que intentar oír, tenemos que intentar escuchar, entender, intentar servir para cambiar así nuestras vidas, para que possamos cambiarnos en candidatos cualificados para este mundo. Y eso que intentamos hacer con Bhakti Yoga, viver en este mundo trascendental, no es algo que simplemente por estudiar tú puedes llegar a eso. Si nosotros queremos vivir allá, hacer servicio allá, necesitamos de Saranagati. No necesitamos de tanto conocimiento. Es una verdad orgánica que no se puede simplemente llegar hasta allá de una manera sola. Tenemos que colocar toda nuestra vida allá. Así, cuando el Señor mirar que nosotros tenemos cualificación, que somos aptos para allá, podemos entrar en este reino. Pero no siendo personas difíciles y con mucha agitación, nosotros queremos ser bienvenidos allá, en nuestra verdadera morada. Lá nosotros podemos encontrar nuestra verdadera vida. Este es el plano que los acharyas y los sadhus y el guru nos explican, que siempre están dando coraje, incentivando a nosotros para tentar encontrar. Nosotros, ¿quién no quiere este mundo que es lleno de afecto y amor? Un mundo sin competiciones. Así, todas las personas tienen inteligencia para llegar a entender este tipo de mundo. Eso es un objetivo que vale la pena, que seguramente es bueno para buscar, intentarlo. Es importante comprender que estamos hablando de Krishna y no solo de él, pero su Dhamma no es diferente de ellos. Sus asociados no son diferentes de ellos, sus nombres. Todo está conectado a través de una conexión de afecto y amor. Eso se llama Chintamani Dhamma. Yes, Maharaj.
And wonderful how you do that. Thank you very much, Radha Krishna. Chandra sorry. So, Baladev, the first expansion of Krishna. And then from Baladev, comes, who comes next, Shankarshan, huh? Sankarshan. Baladev, then Sankarshan. And then from Sankarshan comes who? From Sankarshan comes the Chaturvyuha. Sankarshan, Vasudev. No. Sankarshan, then comes Vasudev, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha, yes. Yes. And then from that Chaturvyuha comes more Chaturvyuhas, with different symbols, different signs. Those four are multiplied into ultimately 24, 26, I don't remember. And all those are also expansions of other Chaturvyuha. So somehow it comes from Krishna and Balaram and Radharani into four when it comes to Baladev. And then all the way down, the whole material creation ultimately comes from, not from Krishna, but from Baladev. It's Baladev who's the origin of Mahavishnu and what is that? The Karana Rakshai and Shiradakshai and all the Vishnu incarnations are coming from the line of Baladev. The outer or the environmental nature of Krishna is producing that. The external, we can say, nature of Krishna is producing the material energy, the material atmosphere, in other words, the material environment. It's just an environment. There's a very 1/3 portion of Krishna. He has his three energies. Like we said, Samvit, Sandhini, and Ladini. Krishna is Samvit, Baladev is Sandhini, and Radharani, his pleasure potency, is the third energy. Is separate from the Sandhini and also separate from the Samvit. Ladini, what did I say? And Ladini is the pleasure potency, Sandhini, the manifest environmental potency, and Samvit, the Antaranga, the internal potency. Understand? These are the main potencies in which the Lord's energies are divided. And it's the Sandhini potency that goes all the way through Vaikuntha, the Chaturvyuha. In Vaikuntha, Narayan holds those four symbols. So Narayan expansion into Sankarshan, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, and Narayan. And like that, the whole creation is manifest by originally Krishna's desire. It's quite amazing how the scriptures describe all of this. And has a very deep ontological meaning, philosophical meaning also. If we study the philosophy of Hegel, for instance, try to coordinate all these different descriptions in the by the Vaishnava saints, it's very intricate. Oh, there's a coordination like that. They all have a deep meaning, and not just some kind of imaginary stories. They have some philosophical significance. In the English language, everything has a basic triadic structure. They call it universal, particular, and singular, or individual. Universal, particular, and singular. Everything has that structure to it, every concept from the English language. So there's three things, and also there are five things in the material world. Notice how in the material world, the animals and the humans have five, a division of 5 fingers, 5 toes, 5 limbs, 2 legs, 2 arms, and a head. So there's some potency in the number 5, some significance, logical significance. Sacred numbers. Anyhow, Baladev, yes. Also, Baladev means Mahanta Guru. Indicates Mahanta Guru. In our lives, it is very important to have an external master, a master who is not us.
Mount Washington is 6,000 something feet tall. So you went like 10.
Right? The external master.
Oh, that's interesting.
We have an internal master also. Chaita Guru. But there's an external master, it's called Mahanta Guru. And that is Baladev, who is the Sandhini, the external potency of Krishna. The outer potency, environmental potency. So we meet Guru in the environment. He's part of the environment that we are come in touch with, come in contact with. And it's very important. That is Baladev. The environment is Baladev. Therefore, Guru is also a representation of Baladev. So we worship Baladev or Nityananda as our general Guru. All gurus are met in that plane. that energy. So it's essential that we also recognize and worship and submit to that external guru, that guru of the environment. In his indication that the environment is also significant to us. We should not ignore the environment. Not only that we seek a person, but we also have to recognize the environment as divine. It's something we must recognize, the divinity within. And not that the environment is something that can be forgotten and researching only guru. But the environment must also be respected. That must also be transformed if we want to become Krishna conscious. We don't ignore that. We don't think that's not important. In true Krishna consciousness, substantial development of Krishna consciousness, even the environment, has a central importance to us. So in our development, we want not only the persons, but also the environment, their proper order. We shouldn't take the environment cheaply. We have to respect everything. The trees, the creepers. Mahaprabhu taught Trinadapi Sanichena, that you must be giving respect even to the grass that is higher than you. Then your Krishna consciousness is going in a very rapid way and proper way to the higher conception. If we're only concerned with some personal matters and neglect the grass, neglect the trees, neglect the animals, neglect the other people, that won't be very good. You won't be getting the proper conception. Of course, when we're coming from the mundane platform, we want to forget all those things because they're not connected with Krishna. But ultimately, we have to include all those things also. In a higher conception, the whole environment is coming to help us remember Krishna. And as we are progressing, however, we may neglect all those things. That's natural because we see all mundane connotation of all those things. So as we rise up, however, our Krishna consciousness becomes more developed, more intense, we will see all those things in a different light. Even other people, Uttamadhikari sees Krishna everywhere. Madhyamadhikari, he sees Krishna only in the devotees. And the Kanishtadhikari, he sees Krishna only in the deities. So a different development of our vision will occur as we progress more and more in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.
I don't know if Haryananda is here, Maharaj.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, he's here.
Yes. Yes, I will translate, Maharaj, if you give me, I think that now 3 minutes.
Go ahead.
Entonces, Baladev es la primera expansión del Señor Krishna. De él ven Sankarshan. Entonces se viene el Chaturvyuha. Y después de eso, muchos Chaturvyuhas distintos se multiplican. Creo que en 24 o 26 veces. No me recuerdo perfectamente, pero todos son expansiones de otros Chaturvyuhas. Así, las cosas se vienen del Balaram cuando estamos hablando así. Enseguida se viene toda la creación material, que es oriunda de Baladeva. Pues él es la origen de Mahavishnu, Karana Dakashaya Vishnu, Kshora Dakashaya Vishnu y Garbo Dakashaya Vishnu. Todos ellos están veniendo de la línea de Baladeva. La naturaleza ambiental de Krishna, del medio ambiente de Krishna, es Baladeva, esta naturaleza. Entonces, esta naturaleza material es solo una pequeña porción de eso. En Krishna hay Samvit, Sandini y Hladini. Sandini es la potencia del medio ambiente del Señor Krishna, o sea, lo que envolve a ello. Hladini es la potencia que es Radharani, la potencia de placer. Es Samvit a Antaranga Shakti, la potencia interna. Así se manifiesta el Chaturvyuha, Narayana, Shankarshna, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, y así por se va. Pero todo originalmente se manifiesta por los deseos del Señor Krishna. Es impresionante cómo las escrituras describen eso, y tenemos que comprender que hay un significado antológico en eso, un significado filosófico en todo eso. Así, si intentarmos coordenar todas las escrituras que se fueron escritas por los santos Vaishnavas, podemos mirar que hay una coordinación en todo. Hay un significado más profundo, no de imaginación, pero significados filosóficos y profundos. Por ejemplo, cuando estamos hablando de la lengua inglesa, se tiene una estructura triádica, o sea, de 3 partes. El universo universal, particular y singular. En la lengua inglesa todo tiene esta naturaleza triádica. En el mundo material miramos eso se sucediendo en una estructura de 5 partes. El humano tiene 5 miembros, 5 dedos, 5 partes. Por tanto, hay una potencia en el número 5. Así también hay en esta naturaleza. Pero de cualquier forma, Baladeva significa Mahantaguru. Es importante comprender que nosotros tenemos un maestro espiritual interno, que es Chaitya Guru, pero también tenemos el maestro externo, que es Mahantaguru, que es Baladeva, la potencia del ambiente de Krishna. Tenemos que aceptarlo. Necesitamos del Guru. Es muy importante eso. Así, el Guru también es representado por Baladeva y adoramos Baladeva y Nityananda como el canal de donde todos los maestros se encuentran allá. Así es esencial que comprendamos y reconocemos esta adoración y submetámonos al maestro, el Guru del ambiente. Esta indicación es muy importante. Nosotros no debemos ignorar el ambiente, pero también reconocerlo como su conexión con el divino. Él lo debe ser respetado. Debemos transformar todo para que seamos conscientes de Krishna. Para nuestro verdadero desenvolvimiento en la conciencia de Krishna, precisamos del ambiente también, no solo de las personas. El ambiente, a los árboles, las hojas. Mahaprabhu dijo, Trinada Pisu Nichena, o sea, la hoja de herba, de grama. Así tenemos que tornar conscientes de Krishna. Para eso no podemos ignorar todo, las plantas, animales, gramas, para tenermos una concepción más elevada. En última instancia, tenemos que colocar todas estas cosas en la concepción. Es natural que en el inicio nosotros ignoremos todas esas cosas. Pero conforme nuestra conciencia de Krishna se desenvolve, queda mayor, podemos mirar las cosas de modos distintos. Así lo Uttamadhikari puede mirar a Krishna en todas las cosas. O Madhyama solamente en los devotos, en cuanto el Kanishta solamente en la deidad. Así son desenvolvimientos distintos conforme nosotros progredimos en la conciencia de Krishna. Jai Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. So tomorrow, the appearance day of that Lord Balaram, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Ki Jai. There, the Jagannath is Samvit, Baladev Sandini, and Subhadra represents the Haladini. 3 main energies of the Lord, by which the whole spiritual and material worlds are created. Any question?
May I translate, Maharaj, this last sentence that you said?
What is that? Oh, you translate. Yes, please.
Así, Jagannatha significa Samvit, Baladeva, Sandini y Subhadra Hladini, las 3 energías espirituales de donde los mundos todos se manifiestan. ¿Hay alguna pregunta que alguien gustaría de hacer?
So we will fast until noon tomorrow. And then have prasad, nice prasad offered to Baladev. I think you can have a full feast after afternoon. You always, yes, you always have so many questions, Sadhu Krishna. So what do you have?
No, 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 no es una pregunta, Prabhu, sino he leído que Baladeva mató a varios demonios, entre ellos Pralambasura, que ese demonio, según tengo entendido, representa, o sea, el haber matado a ese demonio representa que se venció sobre ese demonio representa, como decir, el pratista, pero también representa haber vencido la parte de los impulsos sexuales o las relaciones sexuales ilícitas o algo así. ¿Puede hablar un poco acerca del significado de cuando Baladeva mató a ese demonio en específico? Creo que fue el octavo demonio, creo que mató Baladeva. No estoy seguro.
¿El nombre de ellos, Prabhu?
Pralambasura.
Yeah. Maharaj, Mariananda said that he read that Baladeva killed lots of demons, and one of these is one demon that was called something like Pralabasura.
Yes.
And if I understood, Maharaj, that demon is a representation also of Pratishta and also of the sexual impulse of illicit relationships. Can you talk a little bit about this Lila, Maharaj?
Palambasura, yes. Palamba. It was like a giant, Palambasura was like a giant demon, very big demon. And Baladev had to jump on his shoulders and beat his head in to kill him. So it is like our ego. Ego is thinking is very big and very difficult to deal with. To challenge an ego, big ego, always giving a hard, very stubborn and strong, and doesn't give in so easily. And ego means enjoyment. Ego means I am the enjoyer, I am the owner of the whole environment. Is meant for my pleasure. It's called exploitation. So this exploitation takes many forms. Sex is one form of enjoyment. Greed and lust and anger and so many things come from ego. So Pralambasura represents that kind of strong mentality that wants to take any type of enjoyment it can get. And Baladev is there. He is stronger than any of them because he is the creator of those. Now that's a very interesting point also. That Baladev creates and destroys at the same time. He creates those things in the environment, we see many demons, huh? Devotees are the biggest demons. You have some experience of that, I think, in this present situation. The devotees can be the biggest demons. They take on the form of demons by Krishna's will, Baladev's will. So we don't treat them like devotees, and we don't treat them like demons. Somehow we know they are the servants of Krishna, whatever their position. No, we have to deal carefully with everything in the environment. It's all Baladev's expansions, and therefore it's all sacred, and we should not see it mundanely only. No doubt, mundane mentality is there, but we have to see it by from Krishna's point of view also. So even the demons are sacred, are divine for a devotee. We all know the story of Jagai Madhava, that even those who are against the devotees are there by Krishna's arrangement. And they have to be treated with that type of consideration. Anyhow, that's my understanding of Palambasura. The ego and the enjoying spirit, they're very determined to get their to extract their enjoyment from this world somehow or other, and very determined in that effort. So it takes someone like Gurudev to defeat that quality in us. Those qualities are manifesting from Baladev. That means that is in him. Baladev is also Palambasura. They're also coming from him. And this is a very important lesson to learn, that the demons are coming from us. We're not exempt from demonic production. We may be devotees, but we also have demon quality in us. If we see it in others, it's in us also. Don't even Krishna and Baladev, I should say, has this quality in him. Then we can also understand we have these qualities in us. If Baladev is creating them, then he has that quality within him. So so-called good qualities, bad qualities, they are all coming from the same source. And there's a very important thing to learn that, is to stop blaming what is outside of us only, and remember that it's also inside, not only outside. If we can see demonic quality outside, that means we have something in us that can identify with that. So Baladev, Krishna, they all have all these things. It is told that there are demons even in the spiritual world. Otherwise, how did Krishna fight all those demons? They were in Mathura. So the demons are also devotees. They're also playing a role. They also have a place. That answer your question?
I will translate, Maharaj. Entonces, Prabhu, la mía visión es que Pralambasura, en el pasatiempo, es un gigante humano, y así Baladeva salta a los hombros de ellos y bate en su cabeza hasta matarlo. Así es el ego, es grande, piensa que es grande y que es difícil de lidar. Queda creando problemas y no es tan fácilmente sacado. Ego es la afición de que yo soy el disfrutador, que yo soy dono del ambiente, que las cosas son para mí exploración. Eso toma forma de sexo, rabia, lujuria, todo eso se viene del ego. Pralambasura representa esta mentalidad de alguien que quiere todos los disfrutes posibles. Baladeva estaba lá y lo mató porque es lo más fuerte, el criador de todo. Baladeva cría y destruye al mismo tiempo. Él cría todas las cosas en el ambiente, incluso los demonios. Muchas veces yo miro que los devotos son demonios. Algunas personas que son devotas se comportan como grandes demonios, pero no debemos tratarlos como devotos ni como demonios. Pero tenemos que mirar que todos son servos de Krishna en la última instancia. Todos es una expansión de Baladeva. Entonces, no debemos mirar con una mentalidad humana. Seguro que existe tal mentalidad de mirar las cosas así, pero debemos intentar mirar con la mentalidad de Krishna, el punto de vista de Krishna. Hasta los demonios son divinos hasta cierto punto. Mira, por ejemplo, Jagai Malai. Por tanto, el mío entendimiento es que Pralambasura es el disfrute del ego. Así, intentar extraer disfrute en este mundo. Muchas personas hacen eso. Nosotros muchas veces hacemos eso también. Así precisamos de alguien como Gurudeva para derrotar estas cualidades demoníacas en nosotros. Todo eso se manifiesta de Baladeva de esta forma. Es muy importante para comprender que los demonios vienen de nosotros. Nosotros no somos exentos de tendencias demoníacas. Nosotros podemos ter cualidades demoníacas. Si podemos mirar afuera de nosotros las cualidades, es porque tenemos ellas dentro de nosotros. Mismo Krishna y Balarama tienen estas cualidades, por eso pueden mirar eso. Sri Baladeva cría eso, entonces tiene esta cualidad. Por tanto, tenemos que mirar que cualidad buena o mala, todo viene de la misma fuente. Eso es importante para parar de culpar lo que está fuera de nosotros y que para podermos identificar nosotros. Baladeva, Krishna, todos vienen de ellos, todo viene de eso. Así, tiene que tener demonios en el mundo trascendental. Por caso contrario, no estarían manifestos en Mathura, en otras cosas. Esto responde tu pregunta, Prabhu.
Sí, Maharaj, muy bien, muchas gracias por tan espléndida respuesta. Muy agradecido.
Yes, Maharaj, it answered. Thank you so much for your answer. Thank you so much.
Okay. Then, Sadhu Krishna, you have a question?
I do.
Sadhu Gopal, sorry.
I have a question.
Yes,
Can you hear
Tony.
me?
Yes.
Okay. My question is, the gentleman who I forgot the real word for it. The gentleman who comes to do it in YMCA, the young man, I have a lot of respect for him. And I think I do have a side of caring. But you did say serving God is to serve the disciples. My real hesitation to that is, as I said, I've been involved. I've seen a lot of disciples from Saskatchewan until now for the last 30 years. To shoot it straight, I have not come across a disciple that I can say, you know what, I'm going to serve you. It really does not float my boat because it does not really entice me. Because when I talk to them, no, I cannot do that.
Okay. Well, you have to find someone you can relate to.
Well, that's what I'm searching. Hopefully I'll find it.
Okay.
That's what my searching is. Hopefully I'll find some disciple. I can get, I can somehow other say, you know what, this is it. I'm going to fall for it. That has not happened to me yet.
Okay.
Thank you so much for listening.
Okay. Well, we are here.
Yes, you are. I know. I mean, I appreciate you as you, sure.
We may not be perfect,
Yeah.
but we are defective, no doubt, in our service. Anyhow, if you feel inspired, you can serve
that's
with.
What I'm looking. I just want to lay it straight. I just want to lay it straight. Yeah.
Right. If
Yeah,
you
thank
are
you.
inspired
Thank you.
with Krishna Kesava Prabhu, he usually comes to the Y. You know him. He's sitting next to me here, sleeping. But he's
May I
was that Sana?
may I say something?
Oh, please, yes.
I may have misunderstood him, but it looks like when he said that I haven't found a single devotee for whom I want to serve.
Yeah.
But I think the whole concept of serving the devotees means in little ways. It's not like, oh, okay, I'm choosing this particular person and I'm going to serve him. This is like the whole community. If you like in little ways, like helping or whatever ways we can choose for everybody, for the devotees that who surround us at the one particular even moment when you go to the Y and there are, let's say, 3, 4, 5 people, and you just help everybody in whatever they are doing, you are serving the devotees. And I think it's not like choosing one special devotee for whom you're going to serve till the rest of your life.
Yeah. Very good. Yes. Even a little service like that is service. That's true.
Yeah, because like it's really difficult to find a perfect person. And you know, and this, I think the concept of serving the devotee is like total is a bit different from what he envisions.
I see. Well, I don't know, Tony, what you
Yeah,
envision, but Zana is giving you a
No,
perspective.
no, that's not my question was. My question was, that was not my question. I can repeat it if anybody wants to understand. When you get attracted to anything, there has to be some attraction. There has to be some chemistry. There has to be some reasoning. I have not come across, it's not a devotee. It's not, that's not what I'm going through.
Okay.
You know, there has to be some, if I have to talk to somebody, if I step into environment and I have to talk to somebody, there is a chemistry match that gets attracted, and I listen to the person that gets attracted for whatever. That has not happened to me in the Krishna space. Believe it or not, my first encounter was Krishna. It was when I was 20 years old in Saskatchewan, 19-year-old, and that was like more than 30 years ago.
Okay. Yes, I mean, that is also.
I think now I explain myself in very light. It's not a devotee thing. It's not, you know, there has to be something. The person has to say something. There has to be something. Yeah.
Well, Krishna has to give that.
Yeah.
Well,
hopefully that's the thing I've been looking for decades.
Yeah. That goes Sukriti. Sukriti.
What is that?
Sukriti means some good deeds you have done in the past.
Okay, sir.
That will give you that inspiration. When you see the proper devotee, you will get that inspiration within your heart if you have the proper Sukriti to be able to surrender fully. To be able to surrender fully to the pure devotee.
Yes. I think yes. I think you understood me. Yes.
So that means
yes.
So
I agree.
In your condition and your position,
yes,
I think you have to concentrate on doing good deeds. Doing good deeds like serving the devotees to whatever, like Zana said, to whatever degree you can, even little things.
No, that's where my hesitation is coming, because the devotee has to say something that has to turn me on. That has not happened.
Even little things you don't like to do.
No, little things. They were one of the things the devotees say, you know what, that, you know, we can do it I'll take it up with I don't know how to call him, the young man who comes. I will take it up with him, then we can take it up in a later stage. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time. I think I got part of what you're saying, and I do agree.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so kindly. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, Jada Krishna.
Tony Prabhu, can I say something?
Yes, please.
Allow me. I see that many times, I can say personally to me, you know, I cannot say by anyone, but personally, when I got in the past association with great devotees in India, but at the time I could not recognize that, because, you know, I'm so fallen, so I cannot see. I only can see things as I am, like Maharaja say. It's said in the scriptures, Atmavan Manyate Jagad. I see the world from my expectation, by my perspective, by myself. So sometimes it takes some rendition, you know, even though that I do not feel something yet. I do not believe yet. I have know of this, I know that's the right way. So I should put my head on that feet of the devotees. It's not only a logical process, but also something of we have to disify our own logic to this attitude of service. Of course, we must be intelligent, smart, think and everything, but to try to see that sometimes I cannot feel anything because I do not have enough sukrita or qualification to that. That's the reason why I cannot see. I don't know, Maharaj, if I'm wrong, please correct me.
No, that's correct. That's what I was trying to explain. It's not that, you know, we may not see. I mean, I've seen so many people come to Srila Prabhupada even, or to Sridhar Maharaj, such high devotees, such pure devotees. And they go back, they go away. Even Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was complaining, I've invited you all to these festivals. And then why are you not staying? Why don't you stay with me? He's preaching to them very strongly about the material world and the spiritual life and what they must do. And yet people are they're sitting there seemingly listening and hearing, and then they go away, they go to their homes. So but some people who have that sincere desire, they will stay and they will even join Maharaj. So what is that? Where is that coming from? Who has that proper development within their heart, that spiritual development? They will do it. They will take that chance. They will take that opportunity. Those who have still a way to go in learning from this material world, what is it that is best for my spiritual life? And they will have some consideration about what they are doing and who they are meeting. And not always the outside that is at fault. In my own heart that the problem lies. So we have to find that purity within our own heart and that determination within our own heart to find the proper way. And then Krishna will send us someone whom we can relate to. That is called Guru or Vaishnava. He will send. We don't have to push anything. When we are ready, the Guru will come. Vaishnava will come and influence us. So we just, in the meantime, my advice is to just try to do good things to anyone who even looks like a devotee. We may get some benefit. And other people also, serving the poor, serving the needy. These are also good things to do. Don't create more karma for yourself, however. Try to follow nice principles. Don't kill the animals and eat them, things like that. Try to eat pure food. Don't become a drunkard. Don't engage in illicit activities. As much as possible, try to avoid all those things, drugs and all that, and then keep your heart pure and wait and hope that Krishna will send the proper person to convince our hearts. All we can do. Those who are fortunate, they may be attracted immediately. All of us, I think we saw the devotees. We didn't think how good they were, how bad they were. We just saw the devotees and said, oh, what a wonderful thing they are doing. How amazing their life seems to be. And I like to make that part of my life too. And not a matter of judgments. Then maybe later we will start judging and thinking, what am I doing? And all these things will come to us. But again, if we pray to Krishna and we're sincere, those things will be overcome also. I remember when I first came to Krishna consciousness, somehow or other, I wanted to do it immediately. So the devotees, I want to become like that. I want to become. Then as I was a devotee for some time, I was thinking after in the first year of my spirit devotional life, I started thinking, am I doing the right thing? Here I'm coming from a Christian background, and there's nothing about Christ and do what I'm doing. And is it the right thing? And thinking like that and praying to Lord Jagannath that you please tell me what I'm supposed to be doing. Is this the right thing? Is this the wrong thing? What is? Am I going against? So then praying to Lord Jagannath, he gave me an answer. He actually answered my inquiry and told me that to stay and do what I was doing, and I was on the right path. So like that. Even we join the Krishna consciousness, and then we have second thoughts about what we are doing. And if we are sincere, the Lord will give us guidance, and He will show us whether we are right or wrong or whatever. So there's no substitute for sincerity and genuine interest in serving the Lord and coming to His lotus feet. If that's there, then everything will come. Our inspiration will be there, direction will be there, everything will become clear. Don't worry about that. Krishna is real, and He has a real interest in ours. And if we have a real interest in Him, then our path is clear. As much as we are ready to surrender, He will provide that opportunity for us. As little as we are ready to surrender, He will also provide that to us. And told in the Bhagavad Gita, Ye yatamam prapadyante. You know that verse, huh? Ye yatamam prapadyante, tam stataiva bhajamyaham. As they surrender to me, I reward them accordingly. Little you want to surrender, no problem. A lot you want to surrender, no problem. You will get, by Krishna's grace, you will get what you can, what you deserve, what you wish for. Krishna is so wonderful. If you want Him, He will give Himself to you entirely. If you want Him only a little bit, you can get that too. Hare Krishna. Evil. Any other question about Baladev?
Chamagori,
Não tem uma pergunta, só queria comentar uma coisa.
Chamagori said that she would like to make a commentary, Maharaj, if it's
Yes,
possible.
please.
Eu agradeço a Gurudeva e ao Senhor a misericórdia de suas instruções que estão abrindo muito os meus olhos e limpando muito o meu coração. E eu gostaria de fazer muitas perguntas, mas até para fazer perguntas, todo esse conhecimento ele vai crescendo dentro de mim e vai fazendo com que eu compreenda e aí sim as dúvidas chegam. Eu espero que nos próximos encontros eu tenha muitas perguntas a fazer ao Senhor, porque realmente os caminhos estão se abrindo de uma forma maravilhosa. Eu só tenho a agradecer a Krishna, a Gurudeva e a Maharaja.
I thank you so much, Maharaj and Gurudeva, by the mercy of your instructions that are cleaning my heart and opening my eyes. I would like to make many, many questions, but to make a question, I first need some knowledge. But this knowledge, Maharaj, you are nurturing in my heart every week. So I hope that maybe in the next weeks I can make many questions to you. So I thank you so much, Maharaj.
Very nice. Okay. Right. All right, then we'll end today on that note. Jai Jadagopal Prabhu, Shamagiri Prabhu, Nalini Devi, and Srimati Devi, and Uma Devi, Tony, and Aryananda Prabhu, and I still can't remember everyone's name, but I'll learn eventually. And Zanaditi, thank you very much for coming. Tony, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Wish you all well. Have a good
Dandavat Pranam Maharaj. Dandavat Pranam everybody.
Dhanyavad. Jai Baladeva ki jai. Jai Gurudeva ki jai. Gaur Premanandi. Hari 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 Bol.
Hari Hari Bol.
Varashtota Sat Shrimad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Jai.